All right, can you guys hear me? All right, welcome. Sorry for the delay. I trusted in YouTube, and YouTube failed me. But I was kind of worried it was going to do that. Okay, what I'm going to build is a Legos set. It is, this one is a Wookiee gunship. This is a collector's item. You can collect there's 6 different ones you can collect if you look on the back. There's 6 different versions. I picked this one because it had a Wookiee on it. So I'm kind of excited. I don't have a Wookiee yet. So if you take a look, that's the Wookiee. So let's go and get started. Let me go and switch this over to the other camera. And let me know if you guys hear feedback or anything, because I was playing with it earlier and there was some feedback. So set up a computer on the side so I can chat with you guys if you guys have any questions. Typically for unboxing videos, they don't show faces. They usually just show hands, showing a little bit more. So let's go ahead and get started. For Lego, what's kind of nice is they make it easy to open. So if you look right here, there's a nice little tab. You can just pull right open. And pull it directly right up. So this one has 2 different bags. This one has the Wookiee in it. It also has directions. What's nice about Lego is that it's easy to build. This one is for 6 to 12-year-olds. If you look at the directions, there are a total of, look at the back, 38 steps. So it shouldn't take too long, hopefully. The first thing I like to do is open up the bags. So I have some scissors here to make opening the bags easy. What's nice about Lego is they separate it. So you do one bag at a time. And you don't have to open both bags and mix everything up. It makes it even easier. I think I'm going to start by making the Wookiee. So for the people, usually you have a body like this. And you have feet. So those go together pretty easily. Let's see, does this one have a head, or is that part of, nope, it's part of this. So basically you just put this one directly over it. And then you have a Wookiee. He also has a crossbow, so let's do the crossbow. And what's nice about Lego is usually you can get them to stand right up. So that was step 0. This one right here. Next, let's go ahead and start building. Looks like we're going to start building the main base of it. So according to the directions, I need to get this piece right here. Step 2, I will need to grab this little piece. Or I lied to you. Okay, I guess we do have to open this one. It's not in that bag. The last one I opened, you just open one bag at a time and it had all the pieces in it. But I guess this one is a little bit different. What is nice about Lego though is a lot of times they give you some extra pieces. So I have a bag on the side in case I find any extra pieces in here. They're not like IKEA and give you less pieces. They usually give you at least as many as you need, if not more. So again, we start with the base. And step 2 says we click these 2 pieces on. And that was step 2. Here's the directions for step 3 through 6. Let's go and get started on those. So first, looks like we need a yellow with 2 pieces, like this one. And then we need, looks like a solid bar. So let's see if we can find a solid bar. So here's the solid bar. So now we have, looks like the base is starting to be built. Next, you can see this piece was like an L shape. We got about 4 of those. So we have 4 of these L-shaped ones. Every time I look at the directions, what I end up doing is kind of counting over on the bottom. Like if you see the directions, like you see how there's no extra little bumps for the piece to go on, so I know it goes on the very edge. So that's what tricks up my nephew. He doesn't really count over. He just kind of looks at the picture and kind of goes, oh, it's about there. He is 5, so it's a little bit older than he should be doing, but I like having him just try it out on his own. Next, if you look at the top, you notice that it tells you exactly what piece you should be looking for. So this one's like a flap, and it's got 2 little hooks on it. So a flap with 2 hooks. Oh, here it is right here. Flap with 2 hooks. And this one looks like it goes at the end. Not over the bar, as you hopefully can see, but it goes over this piece on the side. So we got a little flap going. Next, looks like it says just grab this piece. So there we go, got that step. That's an easy step. Next. So you can see that this is the first step of building this piece. Just grab this piece. So next is steps 7 through 9. So step 7, I need a one that has 6 knots on it, and one of the brown pieces like this. Oops. Another issue that my nephew had when he's building is a lot of times it just pops right off, which is a little frustrating. Again, he's 5, so So when I push them together, I push them together with a little bit of force. So that's the next step. Step 8 is another one of those weird ones that have the 4 blocks. Was it done? It wasn't dark. Oh, here it is. So it's got the 4 and the 2. That goes to the front. Looks like maybe we're making a seat. Next, we have a 4x4, or 2x2, I should say. That goes on with an angled piece. And on the bottom is a 2x1. So 2x1. One thing about these unboxing videos that I saw online is the person that made, like the company that did the best was called DC. And they made about $4.6 million just opening up toys and building them in front of people. Ton of money. The next step, it looks like we're going to put these 2 pieces together. Yeah, we put the 2 pieces together with the flap in the back. It's gonna be a tough move right here. Let's see. It looks like it's flush. All right, looks like it's flush. So we'll do it that way. The best part about Lego is if you make a mistake, you can always pull it back apart. All right, so I think that's what this picture is showing me, hopefully. If I make a mistake, I can always undo it and put it back together. The next step looks like it's got one little knot and then a little triangle. You guys can see this all right? I know it's a little bit small since it is Legos. So we need 2 of these. 1, 2 of those. And they go on the front facing upward. So you got your flap, starting to get something together now. Next, it looks like we're going to need a single with a little knot on it, a little clamp. And this one is single. Yep, a single. And it says that the flat part goes up. So it should go right in the middle, flat part going up. So it kind of closes. One thing I'm always impressed about Lego is how it has pieces that move or pieces that fire, which is kind of interesting. You guys have doing some good comments on the comment board. The next piece looks tube with a little clamp on it. So we're going to look for 2 of those. Let's see if we can find them. There's 1. There's 2. Let's see where they go. They go on either side of this one. All right. So hopefully I can squeeze them on. So one goes on this side. One goes on that side. All right, starting to get a eraser going. What's next? Next, we need a little flap and a seal. So we have a flap and a light seal. And if I look at the picture, it looks like it's going to go on this side of the car. So let's make sure we put it on the right side. It's probably the same on both sides, but sometimes they mix things up. So hopefully that looks exactly the same. I think it looks pretty close. Next, we need a flat piece that looks like this. One of these. These will go on that same side, with the flat piece on the bottom towards the front, and the other one on the back. So notice this one went on the back, and that one was left. All right, next step, we need a brown vent like this, and another one of these smooth kind of 2-block colors. And that goes on the front right here, so right over this gray. So we have a vent and a 2-block cover. At this point, I always like to check, make sure it looks the same. So if you notice, this one has 1 dot underneath. I have 1 dot underneath, nothing else showing. So it means I did it right. Yay, I did it right. This one, unfortunately, I wish I could. I looked for it earlier, and it did not have a zoom function in the software I'm using. The next one is this little dot and another one of these. It looks like we're going to build the other side. So the sides typically are exactly the same. So I'm basically going to do the same exact process, which makes it easy. So on this side, right, we started with the dot on the bottom. And the grill on top. The next step, we needed this piece and this piece. So the angled one goes on the bottom towards the front, and this angled one goes on the back. And you always want to check, does this side look the same as that side? Yes, so far it does, so I'm doing a good job. The next 2 pieces are the vent and this piece again. The vent, as you saw on this side, goes right here, and this piece goes in the front. So this one will be the same. The vent goes here, and goes in the front. So now we got both sides. We got a little cab for the person to ride in, for the Wookiee. Next, it looks like we're going to put these 2 clamp pieces on the top. So the clamp is too wide with a clamp in the middle. So that would be this piece right here. It's too wide with a clamp in the middle. We need 2 of those. So this would go on either side. Okay. All right. See how we're already on step 20? We're almost done with this. 18 more steps. All right. So next we have step number 21. In 21, it looks like we need this 6x6 piece and a 2x2 piece, a 2x1 piece, a 2x3 piece, and a 1x2 piece. And these go on the top. So this one goes right here. Make it nice and smooth. And I made a mistake. That one won't go there. If I look at the picture, notice that has the one piece, like one little knot that hangs off, and the light one goes a little bit in. So this one actually goes right here, and this one goes underneath. That. But as I said, if you make a mistake, you can always pull them apart. That's the best part about Legos. All right, next, it looks like we're going to make a fin. So the fin or like a top fin. So it takes one long piece, two of these little dots with a little dot in the middle. It will need the fin. This is fin. Here's the fin. We'll need the fin. It'll need a round one, 3 round ones. There's 3. It'll need 2 angle pieces. And a 1x2. So this is everything that's shown in the picture. So I can slide everything else over. And these are the pieces I'm going to use to build this next piece right here. All right, so we start with the big piece. We're going to put the 2 singles, one back on it, like this. And then we have a 1x2, and then the flat box. Next, we put these little gray ones right on top. So a single and then double set. 1, 2. Like this. The fin goes on the back. And these 2 angled pieces go on the front on each side. 1, 2. Okay. So then it's always good to check, does this look the same as this one right here? I think it looks pretty much the same. And it looks like this one goes flush. So this one goes right here flush. Put it together. All right, so that's nice and flush. All right, next. Can't really tell what we're building next, so I'll be kind of surprised. So let's go ahead and get started. Looks like we have 4 2x2 with a loop on the bottom. So it's like this one. 2x2 with a loop. And then we have this one with a double hook. Oh, that one doesn't have a double hook. Nope, no hook. Just a kind of a more of a solid piece. Rating on it. And according to this picture, it should face one of the sides. So it'll be like this. Next, we need these 2 interesting pieces, which is a 1x2 with a circle. We need 2 of these. So 2. And these will go right on top, facing the back. All right, next step, step number 25. We have this 2x2 with wings on either side. And the 2x2 with kind of has the L shape. So there's an L shape going on. This one's kind of hard to see, but it looks like, I don't know if you can see in the little picture, it looks like the 2 hooks right here are going to be on the back of the wings. So, should look like this. And then this hooks across the front. Right. So next we need 1 brown grate and a smooth 1x3. So that's these 2 pieces. So I want to make sure I put it on the right side. So it looks like the grate goes on the right side and the 1x3 goes on the left side. So the smooth and the great. And that looks pretty much the same. All right, next, looks like we have a gray grape. Oh, we do have a gray one. And an angled piece. That's these two. And those go on the front right here, right in the front. So the grape goes on the bottom. And the angled piece has the angle facing up. So the grape's on the bottom and the angled piece is facing up. So it's kind of smooth with a flat on the bottom. Next, we're putting this tube in with, looks like two gray ones. Actually, it's one dark gray and one light gray. So you see it has a dark gray and a light gray in the tube. So it looks like this goes on the front, in the front of the two of them. Again, I want to build exactly the way they show it. So it looks like the dark one goes on this side, and the light one goes on this side. Let's put them on. All right. And this looks like it hangs off the side of the ship. How does that gonna work? Oh, so if you see this little hook right here, it's got like it's kind of little, it has a little indentation. This one has a little outpush. So when you put them together, it's exactly like that. So we created one rocket engine on the side. Very cool. See how I make sure I put it on the right side, so the dark's in the front, the light's in the back. Now it's unbalanced. You guys' comments are great. All right, next. It looks like we're building the exact same thing, but on the opposite side. And notice we're already on step 30. So we're almost done. We're just doing exactly the same thing. Quicker, because I've already done it once. Again, you have this piece and this piece. You have these two hooks, which were hung off the end like this. So it's looking good so far. This one again, you have the 2x2 with the wings on it that go in the back. And the grill that goes in the front. So looks like this. All right, now I want to make sure we're careful because this is going on the opposite side. So these are probably on the opposite side that were last time. So we have, again, the 1x3 and the grill. So if I look at it, the grill goes on this side, and the 1x3 goes on that side. So making things symmetrical, if you flip them, then it wouldn't be symmetrical when you put it back on your car. So always make sure it's symmetrical. All right, next we have the gray grill and the angle piece, which, as I remembered, the grill goes so it's on the bottom. And the angle piece, remember, so the flat part's right there on top of the grill. Okay. This next piece is another one we might mess up, so let's make sure we put it together symmetrically. It looks like, according to this, the gray goes on this side, the light gray, and the dark gray goes on that side. So let's try that out. One thing I noticed when I push these together, which is kind of interesting, probably can't see in the video. Typically, these things will just rotate around that bar, but it kind of locks in with the wing. So they're not really rotating, they kind of lock in together. So it's nice and tight. It's not gonna be rotating. And this one connects them to the other side. Notice I did it correctly. It's all symmetrical. We have the grills on the front, flat piece in the back, light gray in the back, dark gray in the front. So I did a good job. Good for me. And now it should stand by itself. Next, we're going to have this little curved piece. I don't even know what this one is. It's kind of curved. It's only got one dot on it. And where does that go? That goes in the front of the grill, facing up. Oh, like a shield. Little windshield for it. Next, we have some sheeting laser pieces. So these are always fun. So notice it makes a little harpoon that can be shot out. They connect together like this. And these harpoons fit in this piece right here. So right in that hole. And what's fun about these is once you put them in there and you're like playing with your Legos, you can push the back and they shoot. And then you have to go run after them, make sure they don't get lost. But they both have action pieces on each side. And the harder you push, the farther it will go. And is that the last step? That was it. So notice I have these 3 extra pieces, which is always nice about Lego. They always give you extras, so they're going to go in my extra piece baggie. So there we have it. We have this. What was this thing called again? This was a Wookiee gunship, which you can tell because it can shoot. It's got some moving pieces, so these wings can move up and down. Up and down. Okay. And my Wookiee can fit right in there. And he can actually, doesn't really have a steering wheel, but I guess he can stand in there or sit and then fly around in his ship. So I'm going to look at the comments and see if there's any questions that I need to answer. And if not, then I hope you guys have a great day. Take a look. So this set costs $7. So you can always go to Target and get one for yourself or for someone else. Very cheap. All right, looks like there's no questions. So you guys go and have a good day. Thank you.